Well, um, good morning, good evening. This is Friday night, 10 o'clock over here in Alliance, Ohio, August 15th, Feast of the Assumption, which they don't seem to celebrate anymore. Anyway, this is about the inheritance, about who's going to replace Netanyahu. And we see up here in the eighth house, that's inheritance. We have an ideological planet, Poseidon, and we have a dirty works planet, Lilith. So we have, I don't know, some sort of lying or cheating on ideology. I'd say, okay, what else forms this? Then we have the trine, the grand trine between Artemis, the moon goddess, and Kronos, the head of state. But it's a question of who's going to replace. This is just who's going to replace Prime Minister Netanyahu as the next leader of Israel, and we have a. What brings this all to mind is that ben-Gvir pulled a boner about 12 hours ago. He went in and threatened some revered Palestinian leader in jail in his, and he went and they say even Reuters or those big outlets, not just Al Jazeera, say, well, he taunted this Palestinian who was in jail, in solitary confinement, and then he and then not to be outdone, he published it on his YouTube account. About 13 seconds of "yeah, we will bury you" kind of rhetoric. Ha ha ha. But there was a taunting sort of thing. Okay, so where does that um, I don't know. I guess we could call that bad sportsmanship. That that's not dignified. But why now? Why this? And we look here at the seventh house cusp, and we find a sort of again a Waldemuth, the dark moon with Mars, some sort of a dirty aggressiveness. Say opposite the ascendant, but opposite more particularly um, Saturn and Neptune, which means that's kind of a decadent, rotting effect. And they're two bad planets, and together they're bad. They mean disease and bugs and critters, and and you put it all together, Mars, and you got bad news Waldemuth, bad news Saturn, bad news Neptune, right across the ascendant. Now this is from my perspective. This is not taken in Israel, but this is the way I do horaries. So that's why I'm wrong most of the time, I guess. Um, that being said, though, we say, okay, here's a battle for inheritance, eighth house, and here's thing one and thing two. You might say thing one is on the ascendant, slightly behind the scenes. So I would say, okay, that's that's Smotrich, okay, and here is ben-Gvir, not acting very gentlemanly, I would say, and basically that's going to hurt that's going to hurt them internationally. Although it was, ben-Gvir's estimation that this would gain him popularity. But why are they doing these extreme things now? I think that's the bigger question. Why now? And the answer is that, in 1 month, Netanyahu's going to quit. And why do I say 1 month? Well, one house away, from the 7th to the 8th. And 30 days, 30 days. Netanyahu's going to quit. And now notice, Netanyahu's represented by the Kronos and Venus and Jupiter, but he's down in the house. I don't know. He's gonna stay home, gonna get out of the public light. And so the question is, well, who will prevail? Oh, I don't know. But what I think what's more interesting is not whether it's going to be Smotrich or somebody else or ben-Gvir. It's the fact that Netanyahu's going to quit. That's the news. That's the scoop. See? So, all right, that's it. I don't know if we can get this on the air. Bill Kennick here, Uranian astrologer.